Hi everyone, we are going to speak about how to make a quiz over Google Forms, okay? But before creating anything, you need to make sure to have a Gmail, okay? Because this is a service prevented by Google and you cannot access it unless you have a Gmail, you as a teacher, okay? So first I will sign in to my email, okay? Okay, now as you can see, I have signed into my email. You can find Google Forms by two ways. When you click on these dots here, okay, it's supposed to be an icon here with a purple color. If you cannot find it, you can click on Documents, okay, and go over the bars here and choose Forms. This is the first way, okay. We have another way to open Google Forms. Just in the Google search, you type Google Forms and you go for Google Forms, okay. So we can open it through the dots. If we have it here, if we not, we go for Documents or any other type. Click on the bar and choose Forms. If we don't, we just easily search for it in Google, okay? We go for a blank one. Here. He's giving me the form as a survey, okay? But I will go click on Setting with this and ask him to make a quiz, okay? Then save. Untitled form, will be the name of my quiz. For example, we will do a quiz for English. Okay, this is the name of my quiz. I need to rename it here also. If you would like to describe your exam, for example, it will be a grammar and vocab exam. If you don't, it's okay. Here, you just click, you can find that he's giving us the first question or the form for the first question. From the arrow, these are the types of question we can add to our quiz, okay? We will try each one of these, okay? For the first question, we need the student's name. Student name, okay? We could go for a short answer for this question, okay? If you would like the student to enter his name by himself, okay? And of course, we will mark it as required. So the student will not be able to move to the next question until he finishes this one. We could have another way. We could make a drop down. In this case, we need to enter the student's name. We maybe have our student's name over. If you have your student's name over an Excel sheet, you can go select your student's name like this, click on copy, back to your quiz, in the first option, right click, then paste. Can you see? He typed all of the student's name. Okay? So we could have our student's name as short answer. He will need to type his name by himself, or drop down if you already have your student's name over an Excel sheet, a Word. You just copy and paste them, okay? To make the things easy for you. So now we need to add another question. Here, if you would like to delete the question, okay? Here, if you would like to duplicate it. And this plus to add a new question. Let's make it student class. Okay. This is, I will make it as a multiple choice, okay? Option 1, I will click here and make, for example, 6. Sorry, 6. 6A. Click on the second one and make 6B, maybe 6C. Here the dot, you can see I can control the options order, okay, like this. Also the dots here manage me to control the place of my question. If I want to make the student class the first one, then the student name, okay. I'll return it back. Just click on the dots and move your question, okay. This also I'll mark it as required. So we created, if you just click over the question, you will get its options. It's a drop down, okay. And the second one, I will click here. It's a multiple choice. I will go up and make some edit here. I will type description, student information. Okay, this will be as section 1 for me. So, we created student information, the first question, for the first option, and student class. This red star means it's required and he have to select an answer for this part, okay? Here I will add a section. You can see my section is moved up, okay? How to move and have been added after the first one. But I don't want my section to be here, okay? So what I'm supposed to do, I just closed my questions. I'll move this question here, up, okay? Scroll down, move the next one. Now, section 1 is student information, and here, section 2, I can make it grammar, for example. Okay, I will start at section 2. Okay, what is this color? Okay, I will make this as multiple choice. Okay, and I will add a photo for this question so students will know what is the color I'm talking about. Upload if you have a photo over your computer. Go for browse. Okay, I have here photo for color red and make it open. It will be loading. As you can see, I have 3 dots here. You can make it to the center. And if you click on it, you can see small squares around the photo. This means you can edit the size of the photo. Just drag and drop. Okay, click on it. Outside, you get the dots. Okay, or you can change, remove. We can add a photo directly from the internet. How? Go to Google image search, search for red color. Click enter. You will have so many photos. Select the one you want, then click over insert. Now you are bringing a photo from the internet. It's very big, of course. Again, click over it till you get the squares, the blue squares. Just resize your photo, okay? Click outside, go for the dots, and put it on the center. Now, I'm going to add my answers. Click on the second one. It's up to you. How many options do you want? Red. I can add more. Okay. Even I can add image for each option. Okay. for the answer key. First, I will mark this one as required. I will go to the answer key to put the answer for the student. This is the right answer, and I will put 2 points. Okay, I will click done. Here for these 3 dots, if I click here, I can find shovel the option for them. So if I'm afraid that my students are going to cheat from each other, he will tell him number 3 is the answer. He will shovel the answers. Okay, so one student will get red number 1, another student will get red number 2, and so on. Okay, if you would like, you just click on it. It's up to you. Okay, I'll just remove it. So we finish with our question as a multiple choice. We can add how many choices we need. If you would like to remove any choice, you can remove it like this. I will remove the yellow. From the answer key, you defined how many points for this question and what is the answer, the correct answer, and you make them. Okay, this is a multiple choice question. We will go and add another one. Okay. Okay. For example, write this number in course. Okay. Sorry. This will be short answer. Okay. I will mark it of course required. I will go to put my answer key. What is the correct answer? What if one student wrote it in a small? So I have entered 2 answers. Okay, and make it also 2 points. If you would like everything but these 2 answers will be marked as incorrect. But what if another student wrote everything in capital? Okay, so you need maybe to check the answer of this question by yourself. Okay, make it done. So the short question answers short answer questions requires the teacher attention or to correct the question by himself. Okay, you cannot add no answers here at all. Okay, if you don't want this one, you can delete it. If you want to duplicate it, you can duplicate it like this. Okay, maybe it will be the same question, but you will change it as 4. Okay, it's an easy way in order not to write more and more. Okay, but I will delete it. Now I will add another type of question. Now what number? Sorry. We will go for checkboxes. Okay, we have tried short answer, multiple choice, the drop down for a student's name. We will go for checkboxes. Okay. Option, I will write also required. I will go for the answer key. I will mark this one and this one. Okay, I'll put 2 points. But you have to notice something. Here, if the student choose the first one and the second one, for the autocorrect, he will consider both of his answers wrong. That's why in this type of questions, which checkbox, if you are going to choose more than one option, the teacher need to review the answer by himself. Okay, we'll see it later when we are going to check the student's response. Okay, so make sure if you are using this type of question, you are going to correct the answers by yourself. Okay, I will make it done. We have also, for example, how many hours do you study each subject? Okay, for this type of question, I will go with multiple choice grade. Okay, I will write my subjects here like math, English, science. Okay, the columns will be the hours: 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I can have columns more than the rows or the opposite. Okay, 4, 5, other. Okay, require response in each row. For the math, I have to choose number. This means for the English, I have to choose. Science, I have to choose. Okay, for a question like this, I cannot make a specific answer, of course, but I can make a point. Okay, can you see? For math, you need to choose an answer for each row. Just make that. Okay, this is the multiple choice grid. How it look like. Again, the key answer. I can divide how many points for each one, but I cannot choose a perfect answer. If you would like, you can choose, but it's not acceptable to choose an answer for a question like this. Okay, I'll make it done, and I will go back and choose more option. Limit to one response per column. If I make it one response per column, this means here you cannot choose number 2. You cannot choose 2 for math and 2 for English and 2 for science. If I choose this option, so I will remove this option. Okay, I will just require response for each row. Okay, and make sure you didn't choose any answer, because in this type of question you are not able to define a perfect answer. Okay, if you click on something and you want to remove, just click on it again, back, and make done. Okay, the second one, the second type of question, I will make select your daily subject. I will go for checkbox grid. Okay, I will write here Sunday, Monday. Okay, the columns are for maths, science, English. You can add more here and more here. Okay, also require a response for each one. We'll go for the answer key. This is how it's look like. For Sunday, you may study 2 subjects or 3. Okay, but also you are not able to define which is the answer. Only define the points. Okay, this type of question also requires the teachers to review the answers by himself and maybe assign the points for the students. And you make that. This is how the check grid box look like. Okay, we'll make it down here. this if you limit one per column. If you choose it here, if I go to, the student will not be able to choose math for Sunday and Monday. Okay, the options for the question, it's regarding the type of the question and regarding to the type, the answer the teachers require. Okay, now the next type of question, it will be a linear scale, you know, like the scale of 1 to 10, how much is your pen? How much is your pen? Okay, here from 1 to 5, if I click here, I can make it more. For 1 and 10, I could add a label and make it low and high. Okay, this question only required for the answer key. I cannot add an answer key. Okay, I just can add points and I make it done. I can add a photo. I will search online pen emoji. Use one like this. It's very big. I'll just click on it and resize the image to make it as small as I can. This is the smallest thing. Click outside, go for the dots and make it center. So we have tried the short answer and the paragraph is the same thing, but you are allowing your student to write more. Of course, the multiple choice, you have to choose only one answer. The checkbox, you can choose more than one answer, but you need to review the answer by yourself. The drop-down list, we have tried with the student's name, okay, or the class. This is the linear one, the multiple choice, and the check grade. We have date and time. We could try add one for date. What? Today, date. Okay. We'll choose this as date. Okay. Answer key. I cannot have, of course, an answer key for this one. I'll make it done. I will ask it as required, and maybe you can include time also. You will add a time here. Okay. Answer key. Give it 3 points. When I'm going to review, for example, I will give him 2 points for the date and 1 point for the time if it's right. What is today's date? Okay. I think we have tried all types. Time. What? This time. 9:30. Okay, the student will be required to add the time. I will add only points. Done. Okay, I'll make it as required. Here you can add duration. We have tried all types of question. We will go for the theme. Okay, this theme, you can choose the color of your quiz. Okay, and you can even choose an image. Upload if you have a photo over your computer and you want to upload it. If you don't, you can go and choose online. Books. Search online. I'm going to choose one of these photos here and make it insert. Okay. It's like cover page. Okay. You even can change the font style, but it's recommended, I think, to keep it with basic so students will be able to check everything. Here is the preview. It's showing me how's my quiz is going to look like. Okay, like this. Student name, I have to choose the name, the class. Okay, and as you can see, this is section 1. Before I move, he divided it into 2 pages. I'm going to the next section, which is grammar. What is the color? If I make it blue, 4 after 3. Okay, choose one right and one wrong. Okay, this is the check grade. Okay, one response. If I left one, it will not accept it. Okay, I have to choose an answer. Only one for each row. Okay, here I will choose math science. What is it? When I click, it will show me a calendar to choose from. It's giving me invalid time, so the teacher needs to review it. Okay, I haven't put an answer for this question, right? What is 9:30? 9:30. Okay, and I will submit. Okay, as you can see, you can view score or submit another response. I will tell you on the second one how to remove these options. If I view my score, I got 2 out of 22. Check here, it's giving me 0 out of 2, despite I have choose one right. Okay, that's why the teacher need to review this type of questions. He's all of this marked as wrong. He doesn't know what is the right answers. That's why the teacher need to review this type of questions and put the mark for the student. Okay, also here, submit another response. If I click on it, I could choose the name again and the class, or maybe I will choose a different name for one of my friends as a prank for him. Okay, so in the next video we will learn how to remove these options. Okay, here I'm going to leave. For the responses, it's showing me that one student have solved the quiz. I will go for individual. Here I can see the student name, student class, and I'm going to show you how to edit all of these options. Okay,